Oh boy, oh my gosh, I'm too close. Yeah, let me back up a minute. Oh, or better yet, move this. There you go. Now I'll just sit over here. Okay. Hi, friends. Doc South here. I think in earlier videos about my trip to visit my son and his new family out in Los Angeles, I may have mentioned going through a park area or a mountainous area. Anyway, I don't know if it's actually a park, but a mountainous area where I saw a rather large boulder sitting on top of a pedestal of rock that was attached to the ground. Had yeah, it was down, buried somewhat into the ground, a little bit of it sticking up. I wasn't sure where this was. I just said I saw it. We were on our way from the beach back to my son's house, and I know that says a lot. I know it doesn't help a bit. Well, I found out finally. Gosh, I must have spent 2 hours today poring over maps of Los Angeles, and I finally realized that well, we were in the Santa Monica Mountains, which is, I guess, basically northwest of the center of LA. Okay, northwest of the center of LA, and maybe about 5, 6 miles in from the ocean, the Pacific Ocean. Okay, you should be able to. I don't think I can share the photo with you because it seems to be a copywritten thing. I don't think they'd like me copying it. But I can say if you search Santa Monica Mountains and rock formations, I think you'll find not just the one video the one photo I'm looking at, but you'll also find many other similar rock formations. Evidently, I guess these rocks, they look to me to be sedimentary in nature, meaning they were formed from sediment, probably from an ocean at one time that was on, an ocean floor, and eventually the ocean floor rose up out of the water. Okay, it happens. And these sometimes do, when they finally get to the surface, get into the atmosphere, they, with windstorms and hot and cold and temperatures and all that, they start to erode. And you do get these rocks on top of rocks formations. There's quite a few of them in this particular park. Again, rock formations of Santa Monica. When I say park, actually, I mean this area. A lot of that area is park, but then some of it isn't. This one, yes, is basically there's a cliff that looks to me to be sedimentary rock, then an area of shrubbery, which I understand from talking to my Burgess and Claudia, usually catches fire every summer. And then there's you go in about a quarter mile, and there's there's a pedestal in the center of the photo with a rock that if I were to describe it, looks kind of like a cat sitting on his rear end, or maybe a bird with a very short tail feather, maybe something like an owl. Okay, and then the mountain continues up rather high. You don't actually see where it ends, but you can see this rock formation. That rock formation is exactly the one we saw from the road. I'm almost certain, but there's others within that park. You'll see there's like a gallery of photos, and you can, I would think you'd be able to look at them all. I got to say, it's fascinating. And maybe 10 miles away, if that, it's Los Angeles. And yet this looks like something you'd see in Africa. The only thing I could say is if there's a good enough earthquake, that doggone rock's got to come down. I don't see how it couldn't. I mean, it's good. What it's going to do, it's going to hit the ground. It's going to roll right for that cliff. It's going to go off that cliff. And I can't tell, but I know there's houses in the area. I would be very afraid. I would be very afraid if the earth started shaking. I would definitely get me maybe I was going to say a fallout shelter. you you want a rock pile shelter, I think, or a yeah. Oh my heavens, it's absolutely insane. Anyway, it was very impressive for me to see it. I must have worked at least 2 hours today searching through photos from this area and getting this particular photo for you. I wish I could. I don't think I can copy it. I tried earlier and it didn't seem to want to go. But again, rock formations of Santa Monica, and you'll see. And there's, like I said, more than one. So have a ball. I think you'll be wanting to go there someday if you can. If you're lucky enough to get down that way, I would suggest it. Anyway, there you go. Just another stopping point on a what was a wonderful vacation. Anyway, thought I'd say. See you later, friends. God bless.